Hi everyone, welcome to another series of the BrewBear Beer Festival, three-parter. This particular series is sponsored by Mrs. BrewBear. The good Mrs. BrewBear and I went on a mini break to the beautiful land of Wales. We went to Portmeiron. For those of you who know your TV series, that is the home of The Prisoner. And in the village shop, which is the proper village of course, got three beers up today. Number one, it is Tomos Watkins, and it's a Cwrw Idris. There you go, fantastic livery, logo, label on that. Very, very nice story on the back. Well, depending on which side of the channel you're on. Despite the Kaiser's apparent personal grudge against able seaman Idris Parry having torpedoed and sunk him not once but twice, Idris's extraordinary inherent buoyancy enabled him to survive and go on and establish the Hearns Company in Wales. He maintained that his extravagant enjoyment of fine Welsh ales after the Great War was simply to remove the lingering taste of seawater. Cwrw Idris is intended to honour all members of our armed forces, and we are sure that Idris would approve of his legacy, the great ales of Wales. So yeah, from Tomos Watkins, tips the scales at a very, very respectable 5.2% ABV. Plain gold cap. Let's get this popped and poured. Nice bit of hiss, nice bit of cannon smoke or dragon smoke as it's from the land of Wales. Glass wise today, traditional English pint type glass, but with a nucleation splodge on the bottom. Now let's get this popped and poured and see what we have. That's already pouring like a nice, look at that, sort of like a goldy, light brown goldy colour. Look at that. Quite busy on the old carbonation as well. Headwise, that pours a 1 3/4 fingered size head on that. So slightly off-white head with medium to tight bubbles, but that is quite fizzing away a bit on the carbonation. Let's go in for a sniff and see what we get. You get quite a good mixture there of the hoppiness, good malt profile, very good malt profile actually, and a lingering smell of like sultanas, raisins, that type of dark fruit like that. Hop wise, getting some that sort of quintessential bittering type hop characteristic. Right, let's go in for a test. Cheers everyone. Quite earthy, bit florally as well, bit spicy, fruit as well. Bitterness kicking in now. That is hop wise, I think it's a combination in there. There is definitely Challenger, and there's something else in the background as well. It might be, I don't think it's Fuggles First Gold, might be Goldings or a strain of Goldings, but it does work quite well. Bit of a dishwater style of pint in my book. Very, very malty profile, but yeah, they like sultana, raisiny type back end on that is quite nice. Maybe a little bit of chocolate as well. Let's try and give it a bit of a swirl. See what else we get on there. Yeah, that dark fruit really comes through, to be honest, but it's quite an earthy taste. Now, this is, as I say, got this from Wales. It's not something I've seen in the English supermarkets or off licenses, etc. But I do quite enjoy that, and I think the story on it as well is quite fantastic. Now, I've been trying desperately to think of like a scoring system. As you know, I've done the jukebox jury, which is it a hit, is it a miss? I've done the spaghetti western scoring method of good, bad or ugly. And today we're going to go old school, for those of you who remember Cracker Jack. Cracker Jack! double or drop. It's a nice drop, and I think I would have a double of one. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you again soon for another episode of the BrewBear Beer Festival, sponsored by Mrs. BrewBear, right here on Thursday117. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you again real soon. Be seeing you.